Welcome to Goalie pre-skate mobility workout. We're at Pro Hockey Europe with a bunch of goalies around here, and we're going to record this class and before we go on the ice. And so what we're going to be focusing on, classic, which is opening hips, opening the elbows, maybe working on a little bit of a lower back, and we'll do some pre-practice / pre-game visualization before we finish. All right, so let's start nice and easy. Lay down on our backs. And right hand grabs the right knee, left one grabs the left knee. And the easiest thing is just to rotate the hips. First inward, just circling around, trying to loosen them up before we start to do anything. And then you change the directions. So start to go to the outside a little more. We now stay in the same position, and you can just let the gravity do its job. Let the knees fall to the sides. And now what we're going to do is rotate the feet. Okay, so warming up the ankles. Warming up all those tibia muscles that go along the shins. And you can switch directions. And you can do it nice and slow. Be mindful. Switch directions as it feels good for you naturally. You can also go up and down with the feet. Whatever feels good for you guys there. Keep it going for a little more. You can rest up your hat on the ground. So the hat is on the ground again. You don't have to look up. Just stay there and relax. Put the feet back on the ground. You can open up your arms so you got some extra stability. What we're going to do is starting with right leg this time. We're going to be starting with right leg always. So what I'll try to do is elevate the leg, extend it, flex the toes for a second, hold there, and come back. And so as I'm exhaling, I'm extending the leg again. I repeat, flex the foot so the toes are pointing towards your face. Hold there for a second, and as you inhale, you come down. 5 more times. Exhale, straighten the leg. Try to keep the leg nice and vertical. 5 times on one leg, and then 5 times on the other. Switch legs once you have it done. Try to bring the toes as close as possible to your face with that leg extended. There you go. Only for a second. Perfect. Okay, next thing, stay on the ground. This time, both legs extended. I repeat, open up those arms so we have the stability. And we're gonna try to go down. Right ankle touches the ground. Only lateral movements, and then the other leg. Okay? So one leg comes down to the side, touches the ground, but the other leg is trying to stay vertical to the ground. And comes back up. 6 repetitions on each side. Six reps on each. Rest up the head. Work on the core a little bit. activating the lower back, which is really important for the hips. We're also going to be working on the lower back mobility, or just opening really the lower back. A few more times. Last one on each. And then come to the position with both feet up above the body and just bend the knee so you have 90 degrees there in the knee. And what we're going to do is rotate again, or let the knees fall to one side slowly with control. Put it down on the ground for a second. Exhale. And then with an inhalation from the grip of the core, come up to the middle and then right to the other side. And again, exhale there, let go, come back to the middle. 2 more times on each side. Try to keep the knees together, connected ideally. And the head is resting on the ground. Slowly finish. Once we have it down, then everybody come to all fours position, tabletop. And so that's the standard position. Wrist, elbow, and the shoulder are compressed in one line. Back is nice and straight, elongated through the neck, and then knees and the hips in one line as well. And we're gonna do 3 repetitions. So starting in with right leg. Bring the knee towards the hand, then open up to the side. Make sure both hands stay extended. Rotate, push the heel up towards the ceiling, and 2 more rounds. Bring the knee all the way to your chest, then open up to the side. Hold there for a second, and then rotate, push the heel up towards the ceiling. One last on this side. Bring it up. Open to the side. And push the heel up towards the ceiling. And release. Same thing on the other side. Left leg first. Up all the way to the chest. To the side. Rotation. Push the heel up. Starting with the second round, bring the knee tall, open up to the side, hold there for a second, open up, rotate, push the heel upward. One last, bring the knee close to your chest, open up to the side, hold for a second, rotation, push the heel up and release. Good job. From here, keep the hands on the ground. Sit all the way down to your toes, to your heels. Walk your hands further and place your forehead down to the ground. Rest up for a little bit. Ideally, you're trying to sit all the way down to your heels. That should be nice release for the back. Take 2 more breaths in there. And slowly come up again. Next thing we do, again, starting with the right leg, so you can step the right leg forward, right on the side. of the mat ideally, and we start to rock around. So you can go back and forth, you can go to the sides, wherever it feels stiff, maybe find that spot, and maybe you feel it's nice and released. So enjoy that first hip opening, so nice and easy. And bring the right leg back, step forward with the left one, right next to the left hand, and we do the same thing. See how it feels around there. So moving around, making sure that the step is long enough so the knee does not go over the toes. So we're opening nicely through the hips, trying to keep the back straight. Good job. Bring the left leg back, step again, the right leg forward. And this time we're gonna try to bounce back and forth. And means we're gonna try to extend the distance of bouncing forward and backward. And we'll get to the point where we're bouncing back, the right leg, the leg that's in front, starts to come all the way up to its toe, to its heel. And then as we shift the weight forward, we try to look up and push the hips down. Come back, exhale, come back, try to extend the front leg. Inhale, look up. Exhale, shift the weight back, extend the front leg. Inhale, look up. One more time. Exhale as you shift back. And then inhale, push the hips through, look up, and release with the next inhale. Left leg steps forward, and again we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. So starting to rock back and forth, and you slowly start to increase the range of motion here. And again, exhaling as I shift the weight back, and then inhale, push the hips forward and try to look up. That should help you to get deeper into that stretch. Exhale, shift the weight back, leg or the foot is on its heel. Inhale, look up, make sure the knee doesn't go to the side. One more time, exhale. And inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Back to the knees. This time we're going to activate the toes. We're going to try to sit right on the top of them. So we're sitting right on the top of the toes, as ideally is touching the heels. And again, we'll be bouncing a little bit around. Bouncing back and forth, side to side. Should be really beneficial for those muscles of our feet from the sole, right? So I know it might feel a little uncomfortable, especially because we spend a lot of time in the shoes and in the skates. Those muscles don't really get to stretch very much. I would always recommend, I told you before, if you guys have any problems with this and maybe this doesn't feel very comfortable, try to use like a golf ball, tennis ball, anytime, even before practice, just step on it and roll around. This one's really good. Perfect, hands to the ground. And from here, what I'll try to do is just push my knees up and push back. And you guys should start to feel a little bit of an opening this time in the Achilles tendon and throughout the entire ankle. So you can push to the hands, elevate the knees, come back to the ground, touch them, and push them back away. Good job. A few more. And once you're ready, we're going to push all the way back to standing. You can stay on your toes, so the heels are up in the air for now. If you guys want to, you can make the stand just a little bit wider. And then we can rock back and forth. If you want to, you can try to touch the ground with one knee and the other at a time. If you guys want to play around with it, you can do it without the hands. Just stay in that squat, touch the ground, come back again, touch the ground. If you want to challenge yourself, you can try to go with both knees at the same time, controlled, touch the mat, and bring it back. A few more of those. And walk your hands forward, push into the legs, push the butt up, and we go to first downward facing dog of the training. So remember, it's not important for now to have the legs straightened. We're trying to push through the shoulders, open up through the chest. So keep the legs bent. Push this upper body through the thing down. I'll put this one over here. And you can start to walk your feet. So paddle the feet, trying to touch, trying to get closer, not touch necessarily, but trying to get closer with the heels to the ground. Try to remember the back is really straight. You should feel it through the shoulders. This looks very good here. Great job. Keep it paddling for a little more. And stop paddling now. Bringing right leg, we come to the single leg, so right leg comes up to the sky as far as you can. And now with control, shift the weight forward, pretty much push up, start to bring the right knee to the chest and step right in between the palms. Good job. Adjust the stand. Again, make sure it's long enough so the knee doesn't go over the toes. And now, with inhalation, we reach down, reach forward, start to come up, and exhale, open up through the chest. 2 more. Start to inhale, reach forward, shift the weight, come up, exhale, release. One last on this side. Come all the way up and release. Good job. Staying in the same position now. What we're gonna do with the back leg is put the heel onto the ground and open up through the arms. Okay? Make sure that the step is wide. The angle is about 45 degrees of the back foot. So the 45 degrees that way, this way. There you go. And we're trying to hold here, and we're bouncing up and down a little bit through the hip. Okay? If your arms are getting tired, you can have them on your side. That's fine. And what we're going to do next is the back foot again opens so the toes point away from your body. And we keep bouncing a little bit. And now what we try to do is shift and turn the hips forward just a little bit and come back up. Turn the left hip forward and come back up. One last time. Come back up. And last thing we'll do in this position, we'll roll the back of the foot on the top of it, on the toes. Ideally, we're trying to keep the leg extended as possible. And we just bounce up and down again. There we go. Few more. And down on the knee. You can open up a little more here, a couple of bounces here. Then move the front foot 45 degrees, a couple of bounces here. And then move the right all the way to the side, a couple of bounces there. Perfect. Both knees come together, maybe on the width actually of the mat. So open up the hips a little bit, open up the knees, connect the toes in the back, sit down again all the way down, walk your hands forward. We take a few seconds of a rest, okay? So stay in there for a little bit, relax. Maybe you feel in the hips that one side's a little more open now than the other. Catch up on the breath. And slowly come back to all fours position. Activate the toes. And we're going to do the same thing onto the other side. Activate the toes, come up to downward facing dog again. And start paddling the feet just for a little bit. Again, make sure that the head goes through. Keep paddling. And this time it's going to be the left leg that comes up. So push all the way up. Push the chest close to the mat. And now shift the weight forward. Push-up position. Bring the knee to your chest with control. Step the foot forward. And now again, we start to inhale. Shift the weight forward. Reach as far as you can. Come on up. Keep the back leg straight. Keep the balance. Exhale. Open up. 2 more times. Shift the weight forward. Back leg is extended. Look up towards your hands. Look back and behind you. And exhale, release. One last. And relax. Good job. Come on to turn the back leg 45 degrees. So coming to the side. 45 degrees this way in front of you. There you go. If you guys want to, you can open up those arms. If you don't want to, you just have them in the side. And we're bouncing. Straightening in that range of motion. We're getting stronger here, which is very important for us as a goalies. I can't remember if I mentioned this is a whole goalie group. So goalie specific. Perfect. Next thing we do, point those toes on the back leg away from the body. Keep them back straight. And we slowly start with that small turning of the hip. Down and out. Okay, inward and outward. Just a small little movement. One last. And then turn back on the top of that right foot. And we go bouncing here. Keep bouncing, keep the back leg extended. Ideally, you extend it as much as you can. Push in it, and we should feel in the adductor, pretty much in the groin as well. Come down to the ground. And we start bouncing to the front, forward. .45 degrees to the side, front leg. And to the side of your body a few times. Good job, you guys. Come down on your knees, and what we're going to do next is that we'll bring the right leg again forward, put the knee in between the hands, relax the back leg, and we can straight in the upright position. You can move around here, up and down, left and right. Try to feel that right opening in the glutes. And now we'll sit down to the right side, bring the back leg with control, rotate it forward, all the way behind your right knee. And my right arm hugs the left knee. And I want to rotate to the left. Keep the back straight. If you guys want to, just bring the knee close to your chest. Find that opening in the left side of the glute. All the gluteal muscles there. If you want to take that twist with it, feel free. And then release. Back to the same position, so left leg comes back. The same way, activate the back leg, come to a push-up, switch the legs, left leg comes forward, and we start bouncing again on this side, left, right, nice and easy. A few more times. See if that side maybe feels a little stiffer or not. And then sit all the way to the left side. Bring the back leg. Rotate with control. Hook it back and behind the knee. There you go. Keep the body upright. Hug the knee in. And bring it close to your chest. Take the rotation back and behind you if you guys want to. Good job, everybody. Bouncing around, trying to open it, not staying passive. Even like few pushes with that arm, pushing the knee to the chest are helpful. And slowly again, unhook it, bring the leg back, and we come to a standing pose for a little bit. So we're gonna this time turn to the width of the mat. Open up the legs just a little wider than the level of the hips. Connect the hands and you can start to bounce down. And we keep bouncing. We can go with the hands to the left side and bouncing through the middle to the right side. And bouncing back to the middle. Push down to the ground. Make sure you're nice and stable. And try to bring your butt nice and low here. And we're going to start to shift the weight to one side. Extend the right leg in my case. And then shift the weight right onto the other side. And again, extend the leg. Try to remember, keep the back straight. Shift again. And at your own pace, you just go from one side to another, trying to keep the butt nice and low. And back to the other. Back to the other. Back to the other. And now all together we come to the right leg. So extend the left one, come down to the right, sit all the way down. If that allows you, you can keep your hands forward. That should help you to maintain the balance. And we start pumping the left foot. So point the toes and flex the toes of the left foot. A few more times. At the same time, we should be working out the ankle mobility of the right leg on the one that we're sitting on. And sit all the way down, hands back and behind you. Try to keep your butt as close as you can to that right leg. That shouldn't move at all. And from here, I try to come down to the ground with the right knee and then open it up and push it as far as I can. And I can again use the right elbow to open up even a little further and back in here. And open up a little further. And back in here. 2 more times. Open up from the grip of the glutes. and back in. One last. Open up, come down to the mat, and you can push your body up to the same position ideally. See if you guys can do it. Hands are off the ground, and now from the power of the right leg, come up, shift to the left. Do the same thing on the other side. Hands down, come down, and again, we start pointing and flexing the right foot. Point and flex. Just point and flex. A few more times. Trying to maintain the heel on the ground. And come down. Again, try to sit down as close to that heel with your butt as possible. And then a few times, touch the knee on the inside of the mat. Open it up. You can use the elbow to push it away a little more. 3 more. Get to the ground and open up. Down to the ground. Open up. One last. Open up. Maybe push it a little deeper this time again. And actually, we're gonna stay on the ground. So find yourself in the middle of the mat, just lay down on your back. And one more time. As we started, just grab the knees and you can start to circle them around, inward, outward. Whatever feels good for you guys. Do any movement that feels really good for you. And you should feel the hips to be a lot more free than at the beginning of this training. So I believe that you guys should feel the same, because I do feel that for sure. And whenever you guys feel ready, then you can just release the legs. Put them on the ground. If you want to keep rocking with those legs, the hips a little more, feel free. And everyone, then relax the legs. Extend them on the ground. Stay on the ground now. And before we finish this class, we're going to do just a few minutes of a little bit of breath work. That means you can place one of your hands on your belly and another one comes right on the top of the chest. We're going to try to do some diaphragmatic breathing. We should try to treat diaphragm as a muscle, which it actually is. So you're going to try to warm it up. So we breathe deeply into the belly. And you should feel as the hand that's on the belly elevates a little bit. And then exhale through the nose. And then another deep breath into the belly through the nose also. You should ideally only want to breathe into the belly. So the arm that's on the top of the chest shouldn't move at all. And you only try to breathe into your belly. And that should not only calm you down, but it should also warm up the diaphragm. And I invite you here to continue with this. Doing this for a little more, maybe a minute or so. And before we leave the mat, I would invite you also to close your eyes. And maybe during this breathing exercise, you guys can try to play with some visualization, which is a great tool, especially before the training. And maybe try to see what is there that you would like to focus on in this training. Maybe there's one thing that you would really like to want to work on. So see yourself, how you do it. See yourself perform the technique or that skill, right? I'm going to turn this video off, and you guys can take as long as you want to. So thank you for this lesson. Stay with your visualization, and I'll see you guys next time.